2018 Cadillac Quartz Review. The 2018 Cadillac CTS easily integrates performance inside a segment where it's increasingly lacking. The mid-size luxury sedan segment comes complete with great choices. To succeed, the 2018 Cadillac CTS can't just copy the greater popular German or Japanese models. Instead, Cadillac has devoted to giving buyers unmistakable design, sporty driving characteristics and modern in-car technology. With suspension tuning done on fabled race circuits and highways around the globe, the CTS definitely contains the handling chops you could possibly expect from the luxury sports sedan. The CTS could possibly claim to be probably the most engaging car in their class for driving along a curvy road. Particularly while using CTS Sport, you'll see that it turns in crisply and contains loads of confidence-inspiring grip. Under the hood is one kind of 3 engines. The turbocharged 4-cylinder and non-turbo V6 are underwhelming because of this class, readily available up just a little short in a choice of refinement the 4-cylinder or power the V6. But together with the CTS Sport, you glance at the impressive pull at a 420 horsepower turbocharged V6. The interior is a lot like the CTS exterior, crisply styled and well equipped. Standard technology includes Bose Audio, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay smartphone integration, LED ambient lighting and remote start. The CTS' biggest downside, though, originates from that exact same interior. Some could find the excessive utilization of reflective materials distracting, plus the disconnected feel on the touch-actuated, buttonless infotainment method it's generally displeasing make use of. Overall, the CTS holds its very own in this class and may be a solid pick, particularly if you're looking for a high-end sedan having a high sporting quotient. Notably, we picked the 2018 Cadillac CTS as one of best mid-size sedans with this year. What's new? The 2018 Cadillac CTS receives only minor changes to features availability. While the turbocharged Sport is undeniably appealing, we might opt for the CTS in luxury trim. It's more cost-effective and still has decent performance with all the optional 3.6-litre V6 engine. Compared on the base trim, the luxury trim adds numerous features to boost the CTS luxury status, for example heated and ventilated leather front seats, a 13-speaker Bose sound system and additional driver safety aids. Trim levels and features. The 2018 Cadillac CTS Luxury Sports Sedan is at 5 trims: Base, Luxury, Premium Luxury, Sport and Sport Premium Luxury. The base trim has a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, 268 horsepower, 295 pound-feet of torque, an 8-speed automatic transmission, 17-inch wheels, Brembo front brakes, rear parking sensors, a rear-view camera, keyless ignition and entry, dual-zone automatic climate control, power-adjustable front seats, driver seat memory settings, simulated leather upholstery and fixed rear seats which has a trunk pass-through. Technology features include OnStar telematics with 4G data connectivity and Wi-Fi capability, wireless smartphone charging, Bluetooth, the Cadillac User Experience Q infotainment system without navigation, an 8-inch touchscreen interface, voice controls, 3 USB inputs, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, with an 11-speaker Bose surround sound system with satellite radio. For this base CTS, buyers will add a seating package that has leather upholstery, heated and ventilated front seats, split folding rear seat backs, an electric adjustable and heated controls, and LED interior ambient lighting. Luxury provides option of a 3.6-litre V6 335 horsepower, 285 lb-ft plus adaptive xenon headlights with auto high beams, a panoramic sunroof, a navigation system, a 13-speaker Bose audio system and a various driver safety aids, automatic wipers, lane departure warning and intervention, forward collision alert, blind spot monitoring and rear cross traffic alert. The optional seating package on the base CTS is protected in the luxury. An optional F-Sport package, to not be confused while using F-Sport trim level bundles, 18-inch wheels, high-performance brakes and tires, as well as a sport-tuned suspension with adaptive dampers. Premium Luxury fits the CTS using the adaptive suspension dampers, 18-inch wheels, a self-parking system both parallel and perpendicular, 3-zone automatic climate control, heated rear seats, a rear camera mirror, a head-up display, a top-down parking camera system, an electric rear sunshade, rear side window shades, a manual, and illuminated door handles and front dorsal plates. There's an optional driver assist package for your premium luxury trim that contributes adaptive cruise control along with a collision mitigation system with automatic braking. Other options include 20-way eye-adjustable front sport seats as well as a configurable digital gauge cluster. The CTS F-Sport comes using a turbocharged 3.0-litre V6 engine, 420 horsepower, 430 lb-ft and starts while using luxury trim levels, standard features without the presence of sunroof, and adds the self-parking system, 18-inch wheels with summer tires, upgraded brakes, a sport-tuned suspension and steering system, a driver-selectable track mode for high-performance driving, an electric limit-slip rear differential as well as an upgraded cooling system. All-wheel drive is just not available. At the top with the range would be the CTS F-Sport Luxury, that includes just about all from the standard and optional features from the premium luxury trim, such as sunroof. Trim tested. Each vehicle typically is available in multiple versions which might be fundamentally similar. The S within this review depend on our full test in the 2016 Cadillac CTS F-Sport Premium Sedan Turbo 3.6 litres V6, 8-speed automatic, RWD. Note: since this test was conducted, the latest CTS F-Sport has brought minor revisions and renaming of trim levels. Our findings remain broadly applicable for this year's Cadillac CTS. Driving. The CTS F-Sport delivers big-hearted power which is more precise than its size indicates. The result is an extremely cohesive, fast and confidence-inspiring driving experience. It puts the sport in sports sedan yet seems to be accessible and engaging. Acceleration. A willing 420 horsepower, 3.6-litre twin-turbo V6 engine has ample low oomph from any speed, pulls hard and is particularly responsive. There are no obvious flat spots to use power band, even though excel coming from a standstill. It's fast yet undramatic. Braking. An acceptably firm pedal offers easy modulation and immediate response. And response stays consistent during moderately hard use. Our car was equipped together with the optional performance brake linings. Steering. It turns in nicely, with good manners and also a nice, straight-ahead feel. It also avoids the negative habit of abruptly and artificially increasing steering effort whenever you pick up the pace. The controls feedback enables you to sense road texture. Handling. A stand-out handler with ample grip. Very planted, secure feeling and precise. Even in spirited driving, the vehicle doesn't wobble near its handling envelope. This is really a confidence-inspiring car whether in fast sweepers or low-speed turns. Drivability. A very cooperative car that's very easy to live with. Upshifts through the 8-speed automatic are almost imperceptible. In manual mode, The downshifts are noticeably delayed after requested at a paddle pull. Comfort. The main characteristic that drags the CTS Sport down is its ride quality. Its two tie-down which enable it to feel stiff-legged, clomping audibly over bumps. Otherwise the seats can be comfortable, along with the climate control system works exceptionally well. Seat comfort. The heated and ventilated front seats strike a commendable balance of comfort and support. No discomfort after 3 hours from the seat. The back seat backrest is within the upright side. Ride comfort. The ride can be quite firm. It's not harsh, but it's a tick too intense, communicating tiny bumps whilst it absorbs larger ones. The ride edges too closely for the sport side in the equation to get a car on this disposition. Noise and vibration. The tires clomp audibly over bumps and hiss at speed, meaning road noise may be too prominent with this class. The engine note perks up under moderately hard acceleration, but it really sounds pretty good for any turbo V6 and falls away almost completely while cruising. Climate control. The automatic climate control is extremely effective, holding steady setting temperatures and providing quick cool downs. Fan noise isn't excessively prominent. Rear passengers get their own vents and controls. Interior. Some concessions created to design affect overall usability. Touch-sensitive controls abound and merely don't work together with knobs and hardkeys, as well as the glossy interior trim is reflective and quite often distracting. High points add a good driving position and decent entry-exit room. Ease beneficial. The tire controls work nicely. The cabin it's essentially devoid of knobs and instead it's got many touch-sensitive controls, suggesting style won out over function. The GU infotainment product is responsive but not probably the most intuitive in their layout. Getting in jetting out. Overall, no big issues. The front roof pillar intrudes a tad too much because of its steep brake, and there is usually a relatively narrow gap between your dash and seat. It's simple to step within the sill. The roof line drops a bit inside the rear, complicating back seat access somewhat. Driving position. The driving position is quite good. Seat travel is plentiful, and also the tidy tire size and angle harmonize with all the pedals. There is also good adjustment within the telescoping steering column for a selection of drivers, and all sorts of main controls fall watchily at hand. Roominess. The front seats are reasonably spacious both in knee and headroom, but more intimate width-wise, over a BMW 5 Series or Mercedes-Benz E-Class. Rear tow room is snug, while knee room is a useful one. Rear headroom is bound and not perfect for taller individuals. Visibility. Visibility, the front and side windows, is average. The over-the-shoulder view must contend, which is a fairly wide rear roof pillar plus a cabin that slims on the rear. The glossy black panel and tire brightwork can dazzle into a fault. Quality. The car boasts a good selection of solid materials. The using glossy and reflective design elements is unfortunate, and also the carpet looks somewhat cheap. But there's nice leather and high-quality paint and exterior design elements. Utility. The CTS isn't a stand-out for space for storing, nevertheless it doesn't lag far behind its competition with this regard. Its cabin has several areas to stash items, all for the smaller side. Its trunk features a wide opening, and total volume is concerning average. Small item storage. The center console bin is modest, and there's a bit cell phone shelf trap is idle, oddly. The glove box will not be especially large, door bins are average size, and rear storage has limitations to smallish door pockets save for your flip-down console with 2 cup holders. Cargo space. The trunk space is average, as well as the lift-over height is reasonable, in case a touch over average. The trunk includes a wide opening and it is fairly deep. Manual closing only, no power close on our loaded test car. Technology. Standard inclusion of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto is usually a plus, but with all the touchscreen interface for everyone, native audio and navigation is usually thrust. Voice controls had limited success recognizing our navigation test case, even so the voice interface is pretty non-rigid. Audio and navigation. The screen flow might be finicky, thanks for the touch-only interface. Swiping to scroll through presets doesn't work effectively. Smartphone integration. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard, while using ability to access iPhone's Siri through factory voice control. Connectivity includes Bluetooth, 2 USB ports with an auxiliary jack. Driver aids. The following distance set because of the adaptive cruise control is nicely short. Pre-collision warning prematurely sounded a couple of times, and that is typical, as well as its sensitivity is fixed. Blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, lane keeping assist and 360-degree view camera included. Voice control. Average results. It took 4 tries to hear a street address correctly. Voice controls can access phone, audio, navigation, OnStar and weather.